Okay, let me tell you something about raising kids. Nobody warns you that sometimes your retirement plan turns into a grown man with access to your debit card. I'm an elderly woman, widowed, pet loving. I drink my tea, watch my shows, practically mind my business. Simple life. But my son, now that's a different story. This man is a full grown married man, has a beard, a mortgage to pay, opinions about stick temperatures, yet somehow he still believes my bank account is community property. At first, it was small things. Mom, I'll pay you back. Groceries, gas, online subscriptions I never signed up for, random charges that made me question whether I accidentally adopted a startup company instead of a child. And yes, I spoiled him. I'll admit that. When he was young, I covered everything: tuition, rent, emergencies. But somewhere along the way, help became expectation. He stopped asking. He just swiped my card. One afternoon, I noticed multiple charges popping up again. Decorations, catering deposits, party supplies. That's when I decided that enough was enough. I wasn't born yesterday. 3 days before my daughter-in-law's birthday, it clicked. Apparently, he was planning one of those big surprise parties for his wife, my daughter-in-law. Sweet idea, right? Except, guess whose money was funding the romance? Well, yes, my money. So I sat there with my tea, very calm, very peaceful. Then I called the bank. I blocked every single access point he had. Cards, transfers, everything. Then there was silence. About 2 hours later, my phone exploded. Mom, did your account get hacked? Mom, my card declined. Mom, this is urgent. I let my phone ring. Finally, I picked it up. He sounded stressed. He was panicking. Said vendors were calling him, payments were failing, plans were collapsing. And I said very politely, "Oh, honey, you're married now. Surprise your wife with your money." Then there was dead silence. You could practically hear adulthood knocking on his forehead. Look, I love my son. Always will. But love doesn't mean financing irresponsibility forever. Sometimes the best gift a mother gives isn't money, it's boundaries. Funny thing, he still threw a birthday dinner, but it was smaller, within his budget. And you know what? She loved it. Turns out effort means more when it actually costs you something. So yes, I blocked my son from my account 3 days before his big plan. And honestly, that's the best financial decision I've ever made since learning online banking. Well, if you enjoyed the story and want more real-life family drama, life lessons, and harmless chaos, then hit subscribe and stick around. Also comment where you're watching from. Trust me, families never run out of stories.